Welcome back to Try You Talk. Try You Talk shit. Where we don't give a caped asshole what you had for lunch. That's going to be significant. That'll be significant for what we're doing. Like and subscribe to our channel. Like and subscribe, Ronald and Neil. I don't think we introduced ourselves in the last video. I'm Ronald.
Good evaluation.
This
I'm
is
Neil.
and I don't think we got a reference in. And I'm going to get the hand job out of the way because I apologize to everybody that watches, and there's a lot of you out there. We didn't fit it into the last video, but we're going to talk about the Marvel movies, which I'm definitely not an expert, barely a novice, but there's some of them I've really enjoyed lately. But would you rather get a hand job from the Black Widow or the Hulk? You know who the Black Widow is?
Scarlett Johansson?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
You're not answering directly because you're lying. You want it from the Hulk just like everybody else. So I don't know if this is going to predicate the rest of the video the way you feel, but you know he's a liar now.
Now the Hulk's Ed Norton, correct?
No, now it's Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
He doesn't have a standalone movie yet, but let's jump in. Jump in. I've been going back. I watched. I can't. Now I don't even remember what brought me back into what. WandaVision. Magnificent series, I think. And even if you're not a big Marvel fan, you got to give it some time. But the part that you got to give time, I think, is great.
One season.
One season. They parody a different decade of sitcoms each episode, especially starting out.
That's
really
a brilliant idea.
It is, and it's executed really well. But so I decided to give the Marvel movies, which I've liked some of them. Iron Man. You've watched. I saw in the theater. I liked it really well.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Favreau. I love. Made is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Underrated.
Made.
Super underrated.
We need to do that one. Yeah. That's the one I'm glad you said that because I forgot. I love Iron Man. I've watched Iron Man. I've recently went back. I watched Ragnarok, Thor. That's really good.
Okay, I'll have to shelf that.
They actually have a hand job reference. I should have waited. In that movie, it's crazy. One of the characters says, "Oh, your hammer pulled you off," and it was unexpected. And a movie like that, I'll get some laughs, but never one that you do a double take and like, "Oh shit, I wish somebody would have heard that with me," or been jacking me off when we were watching it. But I like that one really well, and I knew I liked that one. I'd watched it before with some distractions. So I went back and I had not seen Avengers Infinity War, which I thought was pretty incredible for this type of movie. And then I watched Avengers Endgame, which I don't think lived up to Infinity War. It wasn't bad, just wasn't that good. Now, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Oh, man. Okay, I suggest watching Guardians of the Galaxy, and Captain Marvel is pretty damn good too. But Guardians of the Galaxy I would watch real soon because I haven't even seen the second one yet, but my daughter she wants to watch it because she watched the first and liked it really well. But it's funny and it's fun and it's just a really good action movie. It'll remind you of Star Wars in a lot of ways, and it's got a good story, and Chris Pratt does a really good job, and his character's pretty funny actually the whole movie. And let's see, so I remember Captain America. I wasn't terribly impressed with the first one. So that's what I'm in the middle of now, and going back I finished the first one, and going back and watching that, I liked it better than I remembered. I mean, it's got a decent story, the patriotism and stuff you can live without probably, but.
Is that World War II?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
So the villain, Nazi villains are always going to be a good part of comic books. A fun fact, I could do that, I'll get the fun fact out of the way. The original title for that movie, I believe, was going to be called Captain America's Rich Creamy Asshole. And for some reason or another, they just changed it to Captain America, the First Avenger. And I think I would have rushed out to see it. If I saw Captain America's Rich Creamy Asshole on a marquee, I would have been there. But maybe we can get a petition going to get Captain America's Rich Creamy Asshole in the theaters. And the movie, not just his asshole.
RCA.
What have you seen others or just Iron Man?
Iron Man went and saw in the theater. My daughter was 5 at the time, so that was where you could go watch something sweet for both people.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And then for some reason, I just haven't been into the comic book movies.
Sure.
I watched Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. I watched all those series and I enjoyed those really well. And then the Batman trilogy, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. I watched that and it
Oh,
was
those are my
awesome.
favorite. Those are my favorite superheroes. I think V for Vendetta might be my favorite superhero.
I
movie.
watched the X-Men when they first started coming out, movies.
Well, I told you I had a roommate that watched the X-Men every single day, every day. So I got so sick of the X-Men, I never watched any more. So I could go back and give them a shot, and that might be fun. But these are just really, I mean, they're fun, and they're really, most of them are really well crafted. I mean, you know what you're getting.
Now, would you think this makes a huge difference if you actually go to the theater to see it?
I
and
think it
watch
helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, but some of them are so long.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, sometimes it's nice to be at home where you can take breaks, because a lot of these I've watched in parts. And I think people are getting used to watching things in parts now with the series.
Now that they're on Disney Plus, though, I'll probably do like you and just go through and hit them all in chronological order.
Yeah, and a nice thing about it on Disney Plus, if you have that, is they do have in timeline order. So they have a whole section that shows you. So Captain America was the first one. I think Captain Marvel was next, and then Iron Man maybe. I'm on Thor. I thought I finished it, so I went to back to the first Thor, but I'm only like 20 minutes in. So you know, we should probably keep doing some Marvel videos periodically. So get into WandaVision if you can.
Okay.
I think you're going to really like that. But all these that I mentioned, I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is a great. Most people I think have seen most of these. I'm kind of, you and I are kind of the shit bags. Yeah, Avengers. I'm gonna rewatch the first two Avengers, but I think they were pretty damn good too. But yeah, we can keep up with this. This will be our starting point. Come to try you. Post all these movies. Tell us what the best one is and what order. I mean, you could fill out a custom list of your favorite Marvel movies. We could do superhero movies. We could move on to DC. But I'm going to start on our Marvel list. So come, give us your list, and we'll see you next time. Bye.